It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it every morning at 8:30 a.m. And also on Wednesday, it's the midweek service at 6:30 p.m. You can also join our Facebook group on Facebook Podcast with the most. We got Tony Mays and Lavelle Salter. It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it.
Good evening, my good people. Welcome to 2 Men in Hats midweek service with our special guest, Miss Barbara Mitchell.
Hey,
So
everybody.
this is going to be a fun night. Miss Barbara Linder, I told her this is going to be all good. We're going to keep it organic. Lavelle possibly join us later. He had another engagement. He may join us a little later. And so I just want to let me start this off by saying that I don't really I don't really care who you voted for. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with anybody about the election. You voted for who you voted for. It's done. It's over. We moving on. And that's because I don't really like to talk politics. Or people like to argue. I'm not gonna argue back and forth about politics or anything like that. So I just want to kind of start this off by saying that, just in case we kind of some kind of way slide there. I don't want people thinking like, yeah, no. So that is what it is. But I do have on my shirt. Failure is not an option.
Amen.
It is not an option. So let's get on in here today and talk to our guest, Miss Barbara Mitchell. Miss Barbara Mitchell is the proud owner of Bobbi's Bling.
That's me.
She is an independent consultant with Paparazzi Accessories. And so I'm just going to jump in here and Miss Barbara ask you to just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Barbara A. Mitchell. As Tony said, I am an independent paparazzi consultant. I am a
She proud too, y'all hear her proud.
I am a mom of two. I am a GG of seven biological, 3 out of love. So that's a total of 10. I am a Christian. God comes first above everything else. After that comes family. Just loving life, love people. I love the people of God and always trying to help others. Got into paparazzi during the COVID time. Desired an extra stream of income and found out that paparazzi was the way to go. What else would women love other than jewelry?
I know mine do. So, I was being a little nosy, right? And I just so happened to be stalking your page a little bit because I just wanted to make sure I had enough information. And I mean, stalker is now kind of hard. I was stalking, but not like a stalker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you
mean. Yeah. So, but
you need to know your guests.
Right. So that's all I was trying to do. So in doing so, I actually found something you said, and I kind of want to talk to you about it a little because, and then let me just read it. Let me just put it up here and read it. It says, "I am continuously learning the true meaning of surrender your all. Life will throw you some lessons where you will totally accept the fact that God's will is much better than your own will." And I put BM because you quoted this. I'm quoting you, Bobbi Mitchell.
Thank you so much.
So when I saw that, and you've already kind of alluded to it. You said you're a Christian, you're a God-fearing woman, you believe in helping people and all that. But I don't know, reading, I just felt like maybe you was at a certain point in your life or going through, and you that hit you, and you had to put it out.
I have been in several points in my life. That was where that was applicable. I'm just being transparent as much as I can.
Right.
As we all know, life will teach you some lessons.
Right.
Being a single mom for many years, trying to do things my way because I thought I knew what was best. In most cases, finding out I do not.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I know nothing. and the things and the ways and the places and directions I've attempted to go, have found out that those were not correct.
Right.
Those were not beneficial for me nor for anyone else. So it got to a point in my life where I had to totally surrender, not just the things or the places I like to go, but my will, period. And it's a learning process. I started it off the way I did because it's a continuous learning process. It's nothing that you learn overnight. It's definitely not something that you do overnight. So after time going through many challenges that I've gone through, as a single mom, being a divorcee, and all of that, the bottom line was I had to surrender to God's will, period, and
Wow.
not mine.
It was um, we were talking. We got on that, and we met single parent. Yeah, I now you just I heard you say divorce, single mom,
Yeah.
our single one. So men, this ain't that. She ain't on here for that, you know. But I mean, if you shoot your shot, shoot your shot. You know, if you shoot your shot, shoot your shot. But this uh, so I know you brought some stuff with you today, and I want you to be able to showcase some of that stuff. But what made you, we talked about COVID. You mentioned COVID, and I think at that time during COVID, everybody was looking for something because there was a lot of uncertainty. We didn't know if the jobs were going to be there, um, and so there was just a lot of uncertainty.
Right.
And so people were looking for other means of streams of incomes that they can diversify and make sure that they can still cover their bills and be able to take care of themselves. Monica said we're breaking up. Um, I don't. We sound good over here. I don't know. Maybe drop the mic down. Maybe hang it on the jewelry or something. I think maybe it's up your hair or something. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. We'll see if that makes a difference.
Does that sound better?
Is that better? That should be better. Sounds better to me, so should be better.
Is it still kind of breaking up?
Nah, I mean you sound good to me.
Okay.
So I know earlier it was kind of wishy-washy back and
Yeah.
forth. Your jury or hair or something was hitting. But anyway, so during the COVID time, you said I got to do something. I got to diversify,
This is true.
and you chose that particular business. But why that particular business?
Well, I was already a customer of Paparazzi Accessories, and so one of my dearest friends was a sponsor, and so she became my sponsor.
Okay.
Because I had already fallen in love with the business and the jewelry, by it being so unique, by it being so um, non-traditional, if you
Right.
will,
Right.
it just really caught my attention. And to
Okay.
find out that I've always said I can't sell life to a dead man. I'm just not a person that can sell stuff. But paparazzi sells itself.
Sales
All
itself.
you gotta do is wear it. That's it. All you have to do is wear the jewelry. I've had so many people to tell me, well, I don't mean no harm, but I don't wear that jewelry. Well, we know what they mean when they
Right.
say that jewelry.
Right.
But that's fine because you've got 12 more women waiting to buy one piece,
Right.
such as happened on today. So it sells itself and it's a great extra stream of income.
I mean,
$5, come on.
I know my wife likes fine jewelry too,
Of
but
course, we all do.
but she loves that because she got a closet full of it. And a matter of fact, I think you went live one day and she went on there and bought a bunch of stuff. Then I said, "You better get off there with Miss Barbara before you owe her the house."
Don't
You
do
know.
that. Don't do that.
So
I'll just take a room.
so yeah, so you chose that particular business. How
did.
how rewarding is it? I mean, because I know like the pieces are not very expensive.
They are not. As a matter of fact, every piece basically is $5. Now we do
Wow.
have what we call a fashion fix set, but that's still $5. It's 4 different pieces. It's got your necklace. All of our necklaces come with complimentary earrings. So you got a necklace, a ring, a bracelet, and maybe an alternate pair of earrings.
So show me a couple of pieces of what you brought today.
All
'Cause
right.
I know you brought a couple of pieces.
I did. Now, of course, I am a pearls girl.
Okay.
Love pearls. Okay. So I brought a set here, and here is a set of pearls. And it's very unique because, of course, as I did say, all of our necklaces come with complimentary earrings.
Okay.
But this piece is so very unique. It has smaller pearls and then that's here. And of course, paparazzi does it like this. They will sometimes always give you a matching piece. Now, this particular one was actually paparazzi match. I matched it together, but it's still the same pearl. That's a $10 set.
Okay.
Who can find a good looking piece set of pearls for $10?
Okay.
Then I brought some brass.
Okay.
One thing that we have a bad habit of doing is sleeping on our metals, our brass, our coppers, things like that. This brass cutie pie here is just $5. Of course, she has the complimentary earrings. I also brought an extra pair of earrings, just an alternative pair. All it does is change the look of the whole necklace set. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. And then, of course, because we love the pop color, we've got turquoise and we've got silver along with a clear acrylic. Gorgeous pieces. And of course, can't leave out the wrist. Got to have some gorgeousness on your wrist as well. That's a $10 set. Cute for $10. And then, of course, another piece of color. You got peach and a kind of a goldish or orange. Now, this particular necklace, as you can see, has the tassel earring. Everybody doesn't like wear tassel earrings for everyday look. 'Cause I don't,
Right.
but paparazzi like this. The actual matching earrings
Wow.
for that particular necklace, and it leave out your wrist. A gorgeous bracelet. So that is a $50 set. 3 piece looks good. Great to
That is awesome. That is awesome. So you brought some beautiful, beautiful pieces.
wear.
I was a little upset because I left all the men pieces at home. I was like,
I am
I
so
mean,
sorry.
we like it too.
And I next time I come and invite it back, I will definitely have some in here with
I mean, we like that call it costume jewelry or
well,
what.
and it's good looking. But now that website has men, women, everything. You
I
name it.
got a piece right
See
here.
that?
This is a piece of I mean, it's metal. It's
That's
just a
it.
black bracelet.
Yep.
Now when I bought the thing,
Okay.
I don't like spending a lot of money.
It's like paparazzi.
Now
It's not.
this diamonds.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. Oh, okay. Now I see it.
My wife made me buy. She said, you don't never buy yourself nothing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, girl, I don't need that. She's like, that's nice. I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but I don't want to spend that money. Anyway, she's like, it's your birthday, you know, so maybe buy. You know, he tried to give me a bracelet. I said, oh, give me that nice. I was like, no, give me that nice bracelet. So yeah, we like the
Yes.
jewelry too.
And
And
we
so
definitely I mean, who would not want to do it
right,
and
exactly.
not break the bank? Because
exactly.
you didn't want to pay for the
I
bracelet.
didn't want to pay for the next.
I understand, but I'm
I didn't want to pay.
it pays to your wife most of
I
the
don't
time.
look
Most
most of the time. Yeah. So you started the paparazzi business. You
Mhm.
know, you've had sounds like you've had a lot of success with it because you always selling a lot of jewelry, and it's not that expensive. I mean, I imagine you could probably sell go to a show or a pop stand and maybe make a couple of hundred, $200-300 at a pop.
You know how much jewelry I have,
You know what I'm saying?
and the crowd is there.
Sell it all out. What what? So if somebody wanted to become a paparazzi consultant,
Consultant, contact me, get on my team. I became a director. Phew.
oh, she balling. She a
I mean,
director now.
about a year maybe after I started with paparazzi, and I just had only 4 people up under me at that time. Still just, still a director, so they can contact me. I can set them up with becoming a paparazzi consultant. When I tell you it's easy as pie, it is so simple.
It's that's kind of crazy because I've been a network marketer. I was a network marketer for a number of years. My wife would tell you.
Okay.
We were in Amway back in the late '90s. We was in Amway and we the regular and was heading on Emerald, Ruby, Emerald,
Oh,
and we were doing. We had 167 people,
wow.
and so then I went from that I became a team man. I remember the ISO
Yes.
the way detox. They call me T man. I sold so much tea. I was selling to distributors because they couldn't get it. I was getting it
Wow.
so quick. Every time I ordered, I ordered it in bulk, and I had it when everybody couldn't get it. It's such a big deal. So I'm no stranger all the conferences and all the books, the Magic of Thinking Big, Thinking Grow Rich, all of the positive affirmation books I got.
Right.
So to hear you talk about that, man, it brought back so many memories and talk about
So you know
people under
exactly
me and sponsoring people and all of that. And that's, believe it or not, it's work. But what people don't understand, because people have referred it to as a pyramid scheme and all of that stuff. But what it is somebody's work. You work, you sell a product, you share the opportunity with other people, and then they share it. You generate this volume, a number of volume, and the company pays you out according to the volume. So I don't really understand why people refer it.
I don't need
It's called multi-level
There
marketing.
you go. That's exactly
But period. No,
it
it's
is.
multi-level marketing. That's what it's called. Multi-level marketing. Okay. So let me put up. You said that people can, if they decided they wanted to come into this particular business, they could just reach out to you. Let me put
Yes,
up your contact.
definitely.
So I'm gonna leave your contact information up on the screen as we
All
talked
right.
before. So y'all can reach Miss Barbara. Bobbi's Bling. Number is 91765-7677. And then her website on the www.paparazziaccessories.com / you put the 3739 because
Please
that's
do.
how she's going to be able to sponsor you if you decide you want to be an independent consultant.
That's it.
So, um, what advice would you have for anyone just looking at the business for themselves? Because this is work.
It
You
is.
know, it's not so fly by night. You have to build it because you said it took you a year to become a director,
Pretty
and that's
much.
because you put in the work.
Yes.
I mean, you want to sit at home and just
No.
not ever show the business to anybody, not ever show that you become a director. No, it's not gonna happen.
I mean, and the director basically is someone that maybe has a volume of jewelry that they're purchasing or
Right,
whatever, and they have team members.
right,
Okay. Um, my first suggestion would be that they pray about really hard about a direction to go in.
right,
Because as you know, Tony, there's so many scams out here. There's so much wrong information out here. And so to get into something that's going to be not only profitable, but legal and helping, you would be surprised women feel when they wear paparazzi jewelry, knowing that they have this $5 jewelry. And of course, they look the bomb.
right,
Okay.
right,
So I had to pray about what type of business I wanted to get into. So that would be my first suggestion. And then second, do the research on whatever it is you're thinking about doing.
right,
Learn what you're talking about so that you'll know exactly how you need to move, what direction to move in, and then work it. I
right,
had to say to me, well, if all I got to do is wear it, then I'll do nothing else but wear it. No, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the time.
right,
I can't sit at home and say, you know, I want somebody to got my jewelry. I got to get out there and wear it. Not
right,
only do I get out there and wear it, but of course I do live. I try to be at an event that does not already, is offering having vendors that doesn't already have a paparazzi consultant there, and work. When you're talking about loading jewelry and packaging jewelry and unpacking.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
That's
It's
work.
work. It's work, but I absolutely love it.
I I think one of the things that one of the because you mentioned that you were a little camera shy earlier, and I said, "Oh, it's gonna be all right. We're just gonna keep it as organic as possible and just kind
Okay.
of talk back and forth." But one of the things that the fear I had to get over with Amway was getting up for presentation. I mean, we would have to get up and do presentations in front of rooms with 100 people, 150, 200 people in the room,
Yeah.
and it's just not. If you're not a so I learned real early to kind of get over those
Yeah.
fears. And that's probably why I talk so much now because I was able to kind of get over that fear of just getting up in front of people and talking for the fear of, like you mentioned, saying the wrong thing
Yes.
or doing the wrong thing. But um, what I found out is, man, like nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes.
No.
I've been since I've been in management. I've been in the room with some executives and people who make $1 million income, and I've seen them make mistakes, say
Yes.
stuff that
Most
so I'm like,
you
oh
and
man,
I.
you know, Man, this dude make millions, and he talking crazy, making mistakes. So I know we can do that. I mean, so and if you really want to go there, think about Donald Trump. He's a billionaire that has made plenty of mistakes, and he make them every day with what he says, But still, he's the president of the U.S. Oh,
Well, I had to get over it, and it's one thing. I had someone, this one of the young ladies that I brought on to say to me, "Well, I don't know if I can do a live. I don't know if I can be on the camera. And I'm not gonna know what to say,
right,
once you learn your jury, and
right,
the different metals, the colors, and everything. I mean, it's just gonna come natural. It's just like you're just talking to another person.
right.
I told you I was nervous about this because this is on a way higher level than me sitting in my in my dinette area on a live.
Well, I still think that I think you said the key thing. You said I had to learn my product. I had to learn the metals, learn the colors, learn the different, and I think that's what anything that you do if you're in business, you have to be a student of the game.
Yeah.
And once you become a student of the game, a student of the craft, as they say, you learn. I mean, one of the things you know when you came in was the bar. You said you built that bar. So yeah. But I mean, I didn't just like build it overnight. I mean, just wake up one morning and say, I had to learn.
Yeah.
And I perfected the craft over a period of time.
Yeah.
And as I perfected it, I got better with it because I knew the type of wood, I knew the type of colors, I knew, how I wanted to go, the direction of the planning of it and the design of it. And so all of that played a part. And so
even in learning jury, I still, and I've been in this over 3 years now, but I'll still say the wrong color. For years, and I'll give you an example. My first 3 years, I was calling a darker gray.
Mhm.
Let's call them darker gray.
Right.
That is not the name of that. That's not the color. The color is hematite. And I make a joke about it now.
I would have never known. I'd have said, nah, gray.
It's not what it's called. It has a name.
She said, hematite. You gonna make me look that up. Make sure you ain't just saying something.
No.
Some hematite.
I'll bring it up all the times now. If I'm doing a piece, y'all remember when I used to say this was hard gray.
It's hematite. Y'all look that up and see if that's what it is. Hematite.
You have to let
that sound like a blood. You can donate some blood.
It is a actual color, and it has a name. And I was in dark color and stuff like that. I was calling it brown. No.
Hey, we're gonna donate some hematite. Good evening, Dad. Good evening, Pop. God bless you.
Oh my goodness,
man, hematite. I would have never guessed that color like that. We didn't learn that color in school.
Well, I didn't either, which is why I was calling it dark. It's gray, it's a little dark, light gray, so it's dark gray.
Y'all, we did not learn hematite in school. Like colors, red, blue, yellow, green, black, white,
that's all
brown,
and most.
Not hematite.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Well, I didn't know that there was a difference in copper and brass, but I didn't know there was a difference in coppers. I was calling rose gold copper, light copper rose.
Wow.
I had to learn.
So we talked about the need to go into business and why you selected that particular business or this type of business. Was there anybody that you looked up to that may have been in business or that you kind of looked up to, you always admired or kind of modeled your work ethic? I don't want to say your business because it might be in a totally different kind of business, your work ethic.
Well, I will say that my sponsor, who of course was already our consultant, she was very encouraging with undergraduate. But as far as a person whose work ethic I could really look at, that would have been my sister, who of course she has been.
Let me ask you, Reed. She got a child named Bling?
No.
Okay.
But she is actually my sponsor with paparazzi. But to someone their work ethic would definitely be my sister, and her name is Anita Butler.
Okay.
Marine for 40-something years, retired now.
Wow.
Loving.
RE registered for 40 years.
So can't even imagine.
And I know this is not your primary
No,
job. This is
no.
what you do on the side. Is just like me. I work at a job, but I
Yeah.
do building cars, custom remodeling, all this stuff on the side. And so, is there, or have you ever thought maybe if this reaches that level, maybe just doing this full time?
I thought about it a whole lot. Of course, I've got a ways to get to that point because we do have people that have been taken off their job.
So, what would be like? I guess the defining moments, or that would make you say, "Yeah, I can do it full time." Now, I mean, would it just be based solely off of the income?
It wouldn't just be me just telling the jury
Right,
because it would be that team under me
right.
and
And
with that. Of course, I don't have that volume of people as
gotcha.
of yet.
So,
So yeah,
if you had a big enough team under you where you had to spend time training and showing and going, then you would probably consider.
if it got to that point, most definitely.
So,
It's a great way to retire if that's what you're saying off of a
well, I
job.
know, like I said, I've been to when we were in the halfway, and I've been to houses
Mhm.
that were multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
And people say, "Amway, they sell soap, man. They sold a lot way more than soap."
It's
and
true.
and I've been to guys' house that had Rolls Royces and Ferraris in their garage and a whole wine cellar in the basement of their home. All
They have
kinds
had
of
a
stuff.
job before they started.
He was in the military.
There you go.
One of the guys was in the military. One was a lawyer. A couple of them were lawyers. A couple were ex-football professional NFL players.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of people in Amway that were prominent people. Um, that which it was hard for me at first because I said, well, those people already had money. They was lawyers. They was doctors. They already had. So
Right.
but you still, basically all they did was attract. And this is the thing. They were doctors and lawyers, but they weren't attracting doctors and lawyers to come into the business.
Not at
They
all.
were attracting regular, everyday people
Exactly.
that was coming in the business. And still, the people that were doctors and lawyers and all that were looking at them, and then until they walked off the job, like, you walked out 300,000 for this, and they was like, yeah, I make $1 million over there. And they like, what?
Exactly.
But
They
then
had
they
to
want to
start
come,
somewhere.
but then they want to come, then thinking they can jump in and make that. They missed the mark. They already been doing this 3, 4, 5, 6
Right.
years
Or more.
or more and built an organization. So it's multi-level marketing is not something that happens overnight. You have to continue to build. Um, there's a movie out called Field of Dreams. I don't know if you ever seen Kevin Costner,
It's been a years, but yeah,
but we talked about that movie a lot. If you build it, they will come.
that's the truth.
And if you build, they will come. And that's the same thing with your business. I want to encourage you to keep building it because if you build it, they will come.
Oh yeah.
Some of them probably after the fact, some of the people you probably showed it to 10, 20 times and said nope. And once you get that level, you walk away from that. Wait a minute, let me get over here. Let's come to it. So
Yeah.
I want to encourage you to keep going forward, keep doing it. That's what really pays the bill. So do they have any kind of incentive as far as like trying to get retirement or insurance? Because I know we got everything. We had insurance, we sold cars, all kinds of stuff. So they made it like cool for you to be retired. Like you know. So there's no benefit like that.
Not like that.
Okay. I mean, I just ask because I know people do marriage. They drive around with the pink cat. You know, uh, I know people that did. I'm trying to think of the other business. Um, and I'm trying to really think of it. I think it was more like a travel business, and they were getting maybe at a certain level. They was getting the BMW.
Oh wow.
You get to drive the BMW, but they'll pay their lease on the BMW.
Hmm.
And so yeah, I know people that did that. Man, I mean, when it comes to multi-level marketing, I used to know some of the top multi-level marketers in the country.
Wow.
Because especially in the mid like you used to like talk multi-level marketing. You mentioned around that, they like, oh yeah, he used to be big. That's how it was. It
Yeah.
was like, showing everybody like,
Working.
oh, if you would listen to me, if I got your attention for 10 minutes, paper I'm drawing this, Jews. And if you add 6 more legs, you and basically how to duplicate themselves.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna duplicate by getting 6 people just like me to think just like me. And then I'm gonna get them 6 people to teach people how to find 6 people to duplicate them. And then I'm gonna get 6 people to duplicate themselves, get them 6 people. Next year, you know, you got 176 people on you.
Well, like I said, paparazzi is easy to sell because it sells itself.
Awesome, awesome. Well, look, Ms. Barbara, thank you for joining us
Oh,
today.
thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. I got your information still up on the screen.
Okay.
So you guys make sure you reach out to Ms. Barbara at Bobbi's Bling, Bobbi's Bling,
Bobbi.
901-765-7677. Your website, www.paparazziaccessories.com/307398. Make sure you put the 307-398. So let's jump on in this topic. Ms. Barbara,
Ah,
let's jump on in this topic because we have a new president-elect for his second time around. The 47th president, when they swear him in January, whatever it is, 47th president of the United States. And I think a lot of people were worried about the economy.
mm,
And if you're worried about the economy, if you already know, like, man, I'm already strapped for cash now, and man, he getting off, what's gonna happen? So, anywho, I thought about something, and I wanted to kind of pick y'all brain. So the topic, realistic. What do you think the average salary is for a single person and in Memphis, Tennessee, and the surrounding areas? It's a two-part question, but realistic. What do you think the average salary is for a single person in Memphis, Tennessee, and surrounding areas?
average.
The average.
40, maybe 45. Was that too much? I guess it's too much.
I mean,
I have no idea.
I'm just asking a question because uh,
See, you make me put my thinking cap on. You know, I think this.
so according to this, and I don't know where they got these numbers from.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so let me. This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Oh,
The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Workers in Memphis, Tennessee, Mississippi, and metropolitan statistical area had an average mean or average hourly rate of $26.91 in May of 2023, compared to the nationwide average of $31.48.
hmm.
Now, I don't know whose side they was talking about, but they said the average. So when you think about the average, so you got to think about all these people that's making this $200,000,
Right.
and then the people making it very low, and then you take and add it and take back the number of people, and then they come out to be this, right? But that's not really.
Really?
If you talk, I probably should have said the working class people.
Maybe.
That's what I probably should have said. That's what I probably should have asked. So it says lower paying. So first of all, they said so this included now. The reason it's so high, it included management groups that make $60 an hour, legal groups making $53 an hour. Now here you got the low paying jobs, low paying food preparation and serving, $14.28. Personal care and service job, $15.87. Building and grounds cleaning and maintenance, $16.37. Health support, $16.82. So realistically, the average salary is what they $26.96, which is That's decent. It's decent.
Yeah.
But my question was, realistically, what do you think the average salary is for a single person in Memphis, Tennessee, and surrounding areas? So, if that's the average salary based on all these different occupations from high to low, most of the people, and there could be some single people, no, so you know, I don't want to say that there are single people that's not making 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000, because I know some people.
I was just say you don't want to say that there is not.
Yeah, I don't want to say that there's not people making it, because there are people
Yes,
making
there
it.
are.
Patrice said 50,000. I'm thinking more in lines of what you said. You said 40, what, 43, something like that.
41.
She said 41. And I would be inclined to agree with you that, and I still think that's probably on the high end.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's still probably high. So if a single person, with that's just like they making what Patrice said, 50,000. They making $50,000 a year, single person. So we determine that 50,000 is that's it. Which we know a lot of people ain't making 50,000.
Right.
But we're gonna say we're gonna get on the benefit of 50,000. 50,000. Based on the current state of the economy, do you think that a person can support and sustain a family off of that $50,000?
No.
You said no. Why do you say no?
All right, let's look
Now,
at
I agree with you.
let's look at that 50,000.
I agree with you. But
well, and I guess it depends because if you're talking a family of one, you're talking about a couple, you're talking about children added.
When I say family, more than one person that you taking care of.
And then let's look at
One income.
$50,000.
Mhm.
That's not money. That's their insurances, their benefits, taxes, all of that's included in 50,000. That's not 50,000 cash they get in a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Hello?
Or whenever. Hello. So no.
So how is it that they expect us to do it then?
No, the better question would be how is it that we do? Because it is being done.
Well, that's why so many people file bankruptcy, because they can't. They tell you most people, 99% of the people are one paycheck away from filing bankruptcy, which means that if at any given time they lost one paycheck, like they didn't get that one paycheck. Because now every week your check is going to pay bills or to just to stay
And that's
afloat.
the original reason why I said
So and I truly believe 50,000 is, because I know a whole lot of people don't make nowhere near 50,000. They're in that 37, 38 to 40 range.
But again, that 50,000 is not that paycheck.
Yeah.
So if you really think about money wise, pay bills, it's less than 50,000.
And so check this out. It's you and a child. The insurance for a single person might be this, but a parent more. So now we got health insurance.
Yeah.
We got to get off. We got to get back and forth to work. You got to have housing.
Yeah.
You got to have food.
Got to have life.
Got to. No, they don't pay for life.
They should. Oh no, not the company. No.
No, I'm talking about people.
I know, but they should.
People don't pay for life insurance.
But they should. And if they need help, they need to call me because I know to tell them to go.
Because if they pay for life insurance, it would be all these GoFundMes, and we need to pray. If they had life.
It's true, but and then that comes with we got to prioritize. Learn how to prioritize.
How did Mama them do?
Mama them, I don't know, but they did it.
Mama them
didn't go fund you.
Mama them did it, man.
You didn't even hear about those funds for this type of thing. Last how many years?
Well, first of all, Mama them did too. Mama them spent $20,000, $15,000. They like, we're gonna put them in the ground, but you ain't getting no $10,000 box to put them in the ground. Well, anyway, we know that there were different times.
This is
So
true.
I'm just being.
And
That was different,
right.
but that same thing still kind of and all that stuff still work. Still applied back then. They still had to make ends meet.
They did.
One of the things they didn't do was their means.
Prioritize.
And this day and age, we have this thing where we have to keep up with the Joneses. And this is one of the most craziest things I ever said. Oh, that my neighbor just got a Mercedes. I'm going to get me a Range Rover. First of all, that neighbor, biggest dog on this side of the fence.
Could be. Could
And
be.
you
Don't know.
and they are just living good, and you struggling trying to pay the note
Way to bank.
on your way. So, if real, the average for a single person in the surrounding areas, they said 6. Let me give me a calculator. They said 26.91 an hour. Let's do the math. We're gonna do the math. It's 691, and I know 91. We're gonna say 40 hours. That's $1,000. That's $1,000. 52 weeks. 55. I don't know a whole lot of people that make 50,000.
I don't either.
I don't know a whole lot of people that make 55,000.
Nope.
So now, so they make 55,000. Let's take taxes away. Now we're gonna take benefit insurance away. 55,000, and they pay. So they get paid. We're gonna say they get paid a week. So we're gonna say their medical insurance is $125 a week.
For the family?
Yeah, I'm that's all low end.
Yeah,
You
you're
take
right.
it. Yeah, but I'm just saying $125 a week, right?
Okay.
So that's what's that? $500. $500 a month. 500. So that's 6,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna that's 6,000. That's 6,000 gone
That
off the rip.
50,000.
Look, that's 6,000 going off the rip. So now you got 49,000. You got to pay tax, right?
Got to.
That's taxes out
You
55,000.
have to pay 'em.
Oh no, they gonna automatically take FICA and all them out your check.
You know
Okay,
what to do.
so that's another what's that 21%?
21.
It's somewhere around 21%.
Something like that.
Okay, we're gonna say 21%. So I'm doing the math, y'all. I'm doing the math. Doing the math. Yeah, we're gonna be broke by the time we get.
And you still haven't paid mortgage. You haven't bought any groceries.
Hey,
Mail, W.
you ain't got none of that shit. So 55,000 times 21%. That's 11,500
Mm.
that you pay in taxes, all your taxes. So and that might be a little bit.
Every pay.
So now you're down to 37,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a decent, how much is a decent? How much is a decent 3-bedroom or two? Let's say 2-bedroom,
Apartment or
2-bedroom apartment. $1,000.
easily.
$1,000.
1,200.
We're gonna say $1,000.
Okay.
So that's 12,000 a year. That's 12,000. And we know it's much higher. So I'm being conservative with all this. Food. You and the child got to eat,
Got to.
right?
You know, like how children like to eat.
So we're gonna say we're gonna be conservative. We're gonna say $300 a week.
Okay.
Is that $300 a week? Is that good? $300 a week for groceries? Or is that too much? $300 a month.
Let's say,
$300 a week might be too much.
yeah, let's say 150 maybe.
So about $500 a month. About $500 a month for groceries for you and one person. Okay, we're gonna say 500. So that's another 6,000 in a year in growth. You gotta drive.
Gas.
You,
Oh
you,
well, we gotta get a car.
you gotta get a car. What kind of car you
I
want?
see.
What kind of car you want?
Depending on what kind of car you want, depending on how much money you can.
Well, what I can probably
Or
do,
what year you want.
but what I could probably do is take my taxes and go buy Infinity. I'm gonna take my taxes
See,
and
now
go
you,
buy
now
and go
you're
buy.
just talking about what we would do versus what should be done.
I'm gonna take my tax money, my return, my $3,000,
Oh God.
and I'm gonna put that down on the Infinity because the Infinity ain't gonna work in 6 months anyway, and I'm gonna ride around with the driver tag for 6 months anyway because I can't pay the note out. They gonna come back and get it. Well, I'm wrecked. So anyway, we're gonna say you went and got that's a decent little car,
Decent little car.
and you pay $300.
Okay, that's
$300. Okay. Okay. 300.
a month. 12 months.
That's $3,600. All right. You gotta have insurance. Well, you're supposed to have.
Post.
So we're gonna get them the benefit of the doubt and say they got insurance.
Okay.
And we're gonna say they went and them some Geico and they pay $125 a month
Yeah.
for their little car,
That's decent.
which I know is more than
It
that.
is.
Uh, we're gonna say about 150. 150 a month for insurance. So that's another $1,800, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, they did 3,000. Woo! Another 18. Okay. All right. So we done got the house, the car, the insurance, food.
Gas.
We gotta do gas.
Car. Oh, it's gonna be
I'm,
fun.
I'm dropping the kid off at school, going to work. Gotta come back, pick him up, go home. Gotta go to church on Sunday. Gotta go back. So,
Let your child be involved in sports.
so $45, $50. Well, they got a little car. We're gonna say $35 to $40 a week in gas.
Yeah. Let's say that. Let's say 40.
So that's 160 a month. All right, 160 a month times 12, 19. All right, this getting on down to the nitty
I
gritty.
know it. And you still not finished.
Man, you ain't got no lights on at the house.
Still gotta
The average utility bill for a 2-bedroom apartment, what? Couple $100 a month? 150?
let's do 150.
150. 150 a month. 12. Another 18. We getting down to the wire.
What else?
We got
No clothes is bought.
we ain't bought no clothes. We naked. We naked as a jaybird. The kids growing too. So you gotta every time turn around they need new shoes.
Every time.
You don't got no help from the daddy or no help from the mama, single parent.
That's right.
Cause like I said, one income.
Mm-hmm. So clothes for 2 people, you and the child.
And you got a work uniform that they don't pay for that you gotta have.
You just made that a story.
You got a work uniform.
It's gotta be clean because you can't watch.
So we can keep going all day.
Yeah.
Right?
The bottom line
The
is
bottom line is
50,000.
and that was 55,000. How many people making 55,000? Most of the people probably fit in that later category, which was what I say. Lower paying occupations, food preparation service, personal care service, building and ground maintenance, healthcare support, or these administrative or office type jobs.
Yeah.
They're not professional 60, 70,000 a year jobs.
No.
See what I'm saying? So if those people fit in that category, how are they making it?
Grace of God.
They not.
This is
That's
true.
that's why the kids are impoverished. That's why they're doing without, and that's why some kids are out here trying to get it
The best way they can.
in the street. And that's what they do because they have and they see other people have, and they, you know.
So what do you think would be the solution?
Uh, so I think, and again, I don't
We're
want
talking
to,
about that one single parent.
yeah. So I don't want to play the politic role, but Kamala Harris said this. She said we need to go after these apartment complexes or management companies and these housing companies because they're charging people ridiculous amounts for rent. Because that $1,000 we threw out was real conservative. My son stayed in a 2 bedroom, pay $1,800 a month for a 2 bedroom. I'm like, they could go buy a house, but everybody can't qualify for a house,
And
right?
maybe we need to start helping others, people to be qualified for them.
You got to want that help though.
And I don't think that there's a whole lot of people, Tony, that does not want the help. I think they don't know where to go get it.
Okay, so
I think that may be one reason.
hold it. This right here. Let me put this up. Freddie.
It's a number of reasons why people, I think, probably are not receiving help or feel like they can't be helped. It could be a number.
Ready Freddie said, check the check. They have to overdraft before the next check comes. That's how most people live. Check to check. Gonna have an overdraft.
I've been there.
And let me say this. Even if you are in a position to where you're making a 6-figure income. So let me just say, because a dude tried to get in my pocket one day. My wife really weighed in terms of our salaries. We both, the 6-figure income. But we got twice the bills. We got, I believe in insurance. So I got all kinds of life insurance. I got all kinds. We got health. So, but just because we make that, people think they do real good. They got them high-paying jobs. I'm like, but we don't drive $200 a month cars. We don't live in a $500 a month. You see what I'm saying? So you can easily get right back up there and extend past that.
Yeah, you
that
can.
income you make. And I know how hard it is for 2 people to make that kind of money. And that's why I'm sitting there saying, how the hell can one person do it?
Yeah.
It's hard for 2 people with 2 incomes.
You can imagine the struggle with one.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, that's what really made me ask the question, how is it possible? How can we do it? How do we do it?
Good question.
I mean, everybody made a $55,000. I took the $55,000 example because, I'm going off the occupation of whatever is the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Yeah.
I went off what they said, and this is up to date in terms of May as of May 2023. So it's probably a year behind.
Maybe. Yeah.
But in a year, it's probably got worse, not better.
I would think so.
And then this is the thing too. So one of the things, like I said, Carmen said that she's gonna go out to the housing people, but it's not just the housing people. It's food, the drug, prescriptions for people. I heard my wife say she was somewhere and heard somebody their prescription was $800. How can you afford that? And shit?
That's a good question.
Like how are we supposed to really live if we can barely get by?
I don't see it.
I mean, it's a question, and it's one of those questions. This is one of the things that we always that we should be checking all of these people that we put in office. Uh, when we have these council people,
Mhm.
and these council people, these districts, they come to our churches to get the vote. They only show up during the vote time.
Oh, no, surely you see it on the regular.
No, they only show up at vote. Um, but there ought to be a period where we say we're gonna let you come, but we're gonna do a question and answer, and that ought to be the question on everybody. What are you gonna do to help try to bring some more income or more jobs or better income or something to be able to cut these costs and prices and stuff so we can live because it's hard. And I don't want to use it, I always use the song. It's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get this money for the. But it's hard. It is hard out here. And so if it's hard out here, what can we do to make it better?
That's a good question. And I think it's like you said, Tony, it starts with, us getting to know people that we're putting in office. Pray that when they get in there, they do what they say they will do.
Yeah. So I don't understand like what's going on right now. Like we're not holding anybody accountable, but yet he said the struggle is real, extremely hard out here. It is.
It is.
It's definitely hard, and the struggle is real. We're not making um, it's just not making no sense, man. It ain't making no sense
The
for
young
me.
people say it just ain't math
It ain't math.
at all.
But I see people every day, and I don't know, like what do you say? What can you say? Because if it's hard with two incomes and but and now we do what we want to do too. Like, we travel, we do, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we
throw
do.
that in now. That's like a bill to me. That's like a bill to me. I treat it like a bill. Pay that travel.
It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it every morning at 8:30 a.m. And also on Wednesday, it's the midweek service at 6:30 p.m. You can also join our Facebook group on Facebook podcast with the most. We got Tony Mays and Lavelle Salter. It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast. Let's talk about it.